All right, welcome to week 2, day 5 of Sequestered Signing. Today is part 2 of people in the community. Now, most of the signs we're going to be doing today are from your requests. I'm going to do as many as I can. Remember, I'm limited to 15 minutes. So whatever we don't learn today, I will make sure we learn later on in this series. All right, so let's get to it since we don't have much time. So the first one was farmer. So this is what you're gonna do. Farmer, remember you're adding the agent sign. If you don't remember that, that's open B handshake, go straight down. Farmer is your 5 handshake, and you want your thumb forward, and you're gonna start from, so this is my right hand, so I'm starting from my left side, and I'm drawing my thumb underneath my chin to my right side. So farmer. This is farm, farmer. So if you're left-handed, you start on your right side and drag over to your left side. So farmer, farmer. Now, if you want to talk about a specific type of farmer, so dairy would be like milk or cows. If you're, if you're talking about a specific type of farmer, then you would add the sign in front of it, or you would finger spell it. So those are your choices. Since we're not going to go over all those signs right now, you can either look up the sign on your own for what you want to add in front of it, or finger spell the word and you're good to go. Volunteer. Volunteer is your F handshake, and you grab onto your shirt and you pull up. Now, the problem with this sign is this is shirt, this is volunteer. It's basically the same thing. So you want to pull up for volunteer and pull out. Shirt, I usually go towards the middle of my chest and pull out twice. For volunteer, I go to my side and pull up a little bit more. So volunteer, volunteer. No agent sign. Prime Minister. Now, Prime Minister is like this. So you take your P handshake and you point to your forehead with your index finger, the P hand here, PM. Prime Minister, PM. Now your M is not touching your head, the P is, and now it's M, Prime Minister. All right, so this would be Prime Minister in England, in Canada, wherever there's Prime Ministers, Prime Minister. The next request was cleaner, like somebody that cleans. So you would do the sign for clean, which is your open B handshapes, non-dominant hand palm up, dominant hand palm down, and you go clean. You swipe twice. Clean, agent sign. Cleaner. Okay? This is a sign for clean. This is cleaner. Next one, this is a fun sign, is engineer. So engineer is your 2 Y handshapes, and your palms are down and your thumbs are connected, and you're going to wiggle your dominant hand up and down, like you're twisting this hand. Engineer, engineer. So engineer. So this is like engineer, like engineering. And if you do engineer with the agent sign, it's engineer, like the person that's an engineer. Now there's a lot of different types of engineers. Civic engineer, civil, lots of different kinds. So then you would finger spell that word ahead. Whatever type of engineer you are, you engineer, civil, right? Or whatever it is. Okay, I'm just pulling things out of my head. I'm pretty sure there's a civil engineer. I'm just kidding. But yeah, like electrical engineer, all that kind of thing. If there is a sign for that type of engineer, then you would use that. Otherwise, finger spell the word. And since we haven't gone over it right now, finger spell it. So, engineer, Y handshapes, thumbs connected, you're wiggling your dominant hand. It forces your non-dominant hand to move a little bit too, so don't worry about that. You're not trying to keep this still. So, engineer. President. So president looks like this, president. So you're in this kind of loose C hand. So it's like this S handshake that's open, and you're here by the side of your head, and you pull out like bullhorns, like we're like a Texas Longhorn, you're pulling out into the S handshake. President. President. Now this is president of a country, president of a club, president of a school, any kind of president. President. President of awesomeness. Okay? If you want to say vice president, you have your V hand and you tap your forehead. Vice president. Vice president. Actor, actress is like this. So you've got your open A hand shapes, or your 10 hand shapes, palms facing in, and you're going to circle your hands down and out, but it's an alternating motion. Remember, like bike is alternating, so your hands are moving at the same time, but they're at a different spot. So it's like this. So I go down like this. So this is acting, theater, anything like that. Like theater as in like the theater, like Broadway kind of a thing. All right, so acting, but if you want to make it actor or actress, you would do act, agent sign, actor, actress. So if you're doing it for the person, you do it twice and then the agent sign. Athlete. Again, open A hand shapes together like this, and you athlete, athlete. Sports person, athlete, or fingerspell the word. So you're rubbing your hands back and forth. Make sure those thumbs are up and not down. Up, rubbing them back and forth like you're racing kind of a thing. And then the agent sign, sports person, athlete. Next one is barista. A lot of times people will fingerspell this. Barista is really a coffee maker, but so you would just do coffee person. Coffee person. Again, a lot of people fingerspell this word. So coffee is your S hand shapes, dominant hand on top, and you circle your top hand, like you're grinding coffee with a machine, coffee grinder. So coffee agent sign. Rabbi. This was, all of these are requests, so I love, you guys had awesome requests. Rabbi is your R hand shapes. You bring them here at your shoulders and you're drawing them down. It's in reference to like the robes or like a sash or something. I think it's just robes. So it's the R hands. And so my palms are kind of just like, you're bringing your fingertips to your collarbones as best as you can. Don't hurt yourself. Like, I gotta get to my collarbones. Just right here, flat as you can, and then draw them down your body. Rabbi. Okay? Rabbi. Dancer. So dancer is your open B hand shape, palm up, and your V hand shape, and then your palm is facing in, your fingertips are down. And so they're right above. So this is the dance floor, and this is your legs of the dancer. So this is dance. You swing it like a pendulum, back and forth. But dancer is swing, swing, agent sign. Dancer. Dancer. All right? Technician. Technician is technology plus the agent sign. Technology plus the agent sign. So technology is your open B hand shape, palm facing the side, fingertip, hand vertical, and your dominant hand is in the 5 hand shape with the middle finger extended forward. And you're tapping right here with your middle finger. So this is technology. Technician. Technician. So even if you're like a technician, maybe you don't deal with technology, maybe you deal with some other things, don't get caught up in like the specific vocabulary of it all, but this is technician. Okay? So if you're a theater technician, that would be your thing. So any type of, your specific type of technician, dental technician, or any other kind of thing, you would add the sign in front of technician. So theater tech, somebody wanted to know what that was. Dental technician, you would add whatever it is, or fingerspell the word if you don't know the sign, or if there is not a sign, then you would fingerspell it. Mechanic. So you would have your 5 claw hand shapes. Bring them together, and this is machine, machine, person, machine, person. Okay? So you're here, they're not fully locked in, they're just right here at the first knuckle, and you're moving it up and down, and then agent sign. Sometimes you can see people doing tool, person. Baker. Baker is your non-dominant hand is in your B hand shape, your flat B hand shape. So your thumb is in. It doesn't really matter because it's right here. And so your hand is flat in front of your body. Your dominant hand is in the open B hand shape, palm up. So this is representing the top of your oven. And this is a cookie sheet. And you're sliding your cookie sheet into your oven. So bake, baker, bake, agent sign. Baker. Baker. Therapist. Therapist is your open B, palm up, T hand of your dominant hand, and you place it in here and you move it up. So this is a sign for help. This is a sign for therapy. Okay, now if you're talking about a specific type of therapist, then you would add the sign in front of it. Like, so physical therapy is like your body or your health. So body would just be your flat B hand shapes, body. So touch at your shoulders, touch at your hips. Body therapy, so physical therapy. There may be other signs for it. Speech therapy is your double X hand shape, circling in front of your mouth, speech therapy. So if you're a therapist, then you do therapy, agent sign. So physical therapist, speech therapist, and otherwise. So if you don't know the sign for the specific type of therapist that you want, then you just fingerspell the word in front of it, all right? Artist. Open B hand shape, this is like your canvas, and this I hand shape is your paintbrush, and you go squiggle down your canvas like this. Art, artist, art, artist. Designer, you can do it with a D hand, or just still do art. And then you can go, oh, I'm a graphic artist for designer or that kind of thing. So you can also specify the type of artist you are with fingerspelling or other signs that you may know. If you don't know the signs, don't despair, fingerspell the word, and that's 100% acceptable. Cheerleader was another one. S hand shapes. You go right, left, right. Cheerleader, like you've got your pom-poms. Cheerleader. Cheerleader. No agent sign. Cheerleader. Okay? Grad student. So this is like grad school. A lot of times, sometimes you'll see it like this. Sometimes you'll see grad school. So if you want to do grad student, you go grad. So it's your non-dominant hand is in your flat B hand shape, palm facing in. Dominant hand is in the V hand shape, palm facing in. And you place it here to the side like this, and you tap your dominant hand twice. Okay? Now, for a grad student, you would do grad learner or student. Grad student. So this is like your master's program. Vegetarian. Vegetarian is vegetable person. So V here, index finger in your dimple of your chin, you twist your V forward. Vegetable person, vegetarian. Vegetarian. The last sign that was requested was staff. It's your S hand and you go to your F hand. So remember, this is we. So you have your S hand on your dominant side, like this, and it's palm facing to the side, S, and then I circle it out and change it to an F and tap to the other side. Staff. Staff. Now there were a ton of other signs requested, not a ton of other signs. There were a lot of other signs, several other signs, whatever. There were some signs we did not get to, but time is out. Again, we will get to those at another time, I promise. All right, have fun, get to practicing, check out the prompt at ASL Rochelle on Instagram, and I will see you later. Bye.